Today we're going to be reading the story about James Marshall, first to find gold. Some of the things you will see on the screen are pictures of James Marshall on the right, John Sutter, who was involved in the story, on the left, and then their mill, which was at Coloma, a picture of that at the bottom. I am going to be reading you 4 different sections, stopping after each section and asking you to do something on the slideshow. So please follow along as I read. James Marshall left New Jersey looking for a new and exciting place to settle. He wanted a place with opportunities, a place where he could test his talents, prove his courage, and get rich. He drifted farther and farther west. Perhaps California is where I will make my fortune, he thought. In 1844, Marshall joined a wagon train bound for the West Coast. When he finally reached California, he decided to stay in Sutter's Fort, which later became Sacramento. There he met John Sutter, the man who had founded the settlement. "I need a job. Any chance you're looking for a new employee?" Marshall asked Sutter. "What are your skills, young man?" replied Sutter. "I am a wheelwright and a carpenter. I'm a hard worker and I can do any task you give me," Marshall answered confidently. "I just may have something for you to do," commented Sutter as he looked over his bold young stranger. "I should let you know, though," Marshall continued, "I intend to make my life a success. Whatever job I take must help me reach my goal." Sutter nodded. "I like a man with ambition. What do you know about the lumber business?" "Everything a man might need to know," said Marshall, as he thought back to the summer he built his own home. "Building a home is part of the lumber business," he thought to himself. "Good," said Sutter. "I need a large supply of lumber to run my ranch. The only way I can get enough is to open my own sawmill." "How would you like to be my partner?" asked Sutter. "Partner!" exclaimed Marshall. "What would my job be?" "You would be in charge of the sawmill. You would oversee its construction. Then, when the mill is finished, you would manage its day-to-day operation. I will pay for the construction costs. Once we begin producing lumber, we'll share the profits," answered Sutter. Marshall closed his eyes for a minute. "Yes," he thought, "I can picture myself running a sawmill." He could almost hear the whir of the saw blades and smell the aroma of freshly cut pine boards. He could see himself as a man of power and prestige among the workers. "All right," he said at last. He grasped Sutter's hand in a firm handshake. "It's a deal." Now you're going to go to the slide and answer the question, which is a prediction. A prediction is something you think what will happen.